because I am not my hair. Hey, Chatty Ashley. Thank you so much for having me. Sorry about that, Chatty Ashley. Sorry. So yeah, thanks for having me. I'm really excited to, sit down and talk with you, Chatty Ashley. Everybody out there has so many questions for you about your locks. So thank you so much for having me. Did you want some wine? Did you want some of this Black Girl Magic wine by the McBride sisters? Sure, I would love some wine. Yes, please. Oh, you do? Okay, great. I'll get you some, girl. Okay, you don't want water? No, I wouldn't want water either. Okay, let's go ahead and let's cheers. Cheers. All right, so let's just get into it. Let's, talk about your locks. So interested. Chatty Ashley, why did you get locks? Go ahead, go share with me. What's your story? Just want to start off and say, hi out there to all of the Locksters, and I'm really happy to be here. And okay, that's a really good question. Why did I get locks? Well, I was always inspired by Lauryn Hill. Oh my gosh, I always thought that Lauryn Hill's locks were so gorgeous and so beautiful and just so carefree. And I wanted that for myself. And it just took me so many years to work up the nerve to get locks. This is not my first set. It's my second set of locks, actually. So I had locks back in 2013 all the way up until about 2018. Yeah, I had them for 5 years, and I cut them off, but that's a whole different story. And after just, being a loose natural for about 6 months, I wanted my locks back. But last but not least, I would be remiss if I didn't mention my love of natural hair when I was a teenager. I love wearing my hair in braids. I love my afro, and I just could not maintain that because every 4 to 6 weeks my mother was always conking my hair down with a relaxer. Okay, so I've always had a love affair with just being natural, and I just did not have the ability, and I did not have the control or the freedom to wear my hair as I wanted to when I was like a child. Okay, so that definitely plays a big role in my natural hair and my lock journey as a woman. So please include that. That's super uber duper important to mention that I did have a curiosity about my hair, but I did not really learn to care for my hair in its natural state until I was an adult. During my teenage years, conk, braids, when it could be, factored in. But otherwise, I didn't really even know my natural hair texture until I was like in my 20s, and I was just so marveled at it, and I wanted to nurture it, and just that manifested into natural hair freedom and self-actualization, self-love, self-beauty, and then locks. Interesting. Okay. And who does your locks? Thank you for asking that question. I do my own locks. I've always been a DIYer as far as my locks are concerned because I'm kind of cheap. Like, I don't want to pay anybody to do my locks. I feel like I should know as a woman how to take care of my own hair. And then if I have children, I need to know how to, take care of their hair. So I need to, start with me, start with myself, with self-care. So I learned how to do locks from YouTube videos, actually, and someone do my previous set like 2 times because I just wanted to make sure that I was doing them correctly and that I was using, good products and my methods were sound. So I am my primary lock. Let's get this controversial topic out of the way. Do you have locks or do you have dread? Wow, Ashley, what a very insightful and thoughtful question that you're bringing to me. Everybody just says, hey, it's just semantics, it's wordplay, but it's not. Okay, words mean what they mean. That's why we have dictionaries, right? So I have locks. I do not have dreadlocks because, the word dread or dreadful has a negative connotation. And no one from back then who had locks was calling them dreadlocks. They weren't even calling them locks. They're just calling them hair, right? Whatever their, word for hair was in their, native tongue. So I do not have dreadlocks. People really need to think about that. It really is deep, and it really does mean something to me. I have hair, I have locks. There's nothing scary or sad or frightening about my hair. My hair is beautiful. Okay, so I have locks, not dreadlocks, and specifically I have interlocks or microlocs because I do not maintain my locks in a traditional manner with retwisting or palm rolling. So I have. And these questions, Chatty Ashley, I must say, girl, you must have a degree in journalism and mass communication from the University of Iowa. And maybe a teaching degree as well from Augusta State. Tell us about your lock journey. How old are they and when were they established? November of 2019. Let's get this controversial topic out of the way. Do you have locks or do you have dread? Wow, Ashley, what a very insightful and thoughtful question that you're bringing to me. Everybody just says, hey, it's just semantics, it's wordplay, but it's not. Okay, words mean what they mean. That's why we have dictionaries, right? So I have locks. I do not have dreadlocks because, the word dread or dreadful has a negative connotation. And no one from back then who had locks was calling them dreadlocks. They weren't even calling them locks. They're just calling them hair, right? Whatever their, word for hair was in their, native tongue. So I do not have dreadlocks. People really need to think about that. It really is deep, and it really does mean something to me. I have hair, I have locks. There's nothing scary or sad or frightening about my hair. My hair is beautiful. Okay, so I have locks, not dreadlocks, and specifically I have interlocks or microlocs because I do not maintain my locks in a traditional manner with retwisting or palm rolling. So I have. Chatty Ashley, are your locks, are they real? My locks are not. Can I touch your hair? Can I just want to touch them. Can I smell your locks? No. No, you may not. No, girl. No. Okay, so you have microlocs or interlocks, traditional locks. What are they? I have interlocks or microlocs. I do not have traditional locks. So traditional locks are maintained through a retwisting and a palm rolling. Well, inner locks, it's more like a weaving, and not weave like, tracks and glue and things like that. It's all my hair. It's natural, okay? I am a part of the natural community. So what you do is you take your interlock, you isolate it so that you're only dealing with that one lock, and you are going to weave it through the roots, and you're creating like a reverse braid with your locking tool. Okay? Okay. And how often do you retwist? No. How often do you retie your locks? Good question. How often do I retie or retighten my locks, right? Let's make sure we get the word right. So I retighten my locks the same way I would when I used to have a relaxer. Now I haven't had a relaxer since 2007, before my president, Barack Obama, my president-elect, before those days. So, So, like I said, I retighten my hair the same way I would a relaxer, so every 4 to 6 weeks, and as needed. Okay? So, if I see one is getting kind of loose, because sometimes just from wearing it in different styles, it kind of like pulls it creates new growth. Okay, those are words we understand, right? It creates new growth or loose hair at the roots. So if I notice that, and if it's a significant amount, like I can put my finger through it, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tighten that down. Okay, because why, just fix it, right? But we don't want to retighten our hair too often, because then it'll get thin and our locks could fall out. So every 4 to 6 weeks, and as needed. And sometimes, honestly, Chatty Ashley, I'll just redo like the perimeter and my parts, and like the rest of it just kind of be free. Sometimes for more than 4 to 6 weeks, depending on how I feel. Or I might just do the front and then, rest and do the back like weeks later. Just whatever works for me and my schedule. And I like to give my hair a break and just let it be out, because I don't think that my hair needs to be. And how often do you shampoo your hair? There's just these myths out there saying that, you shouldn't shampoo your hair. You don't want water. Water is bad. It'll unravel. How often do you retwist or retie? Retie is the word, right? Oh, okay, my bad. How often do you, now I'm confused. How often do you shampoo your hair, Chatty Ashley? I mean, you don't want it to smell, right? Okay, so, washing. My hair does not smell, first of all. I remember when I was in junior high, and some of these little white girls were like, "Oh, your hair smells, your hair doesn't move, da 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 da." That really angered me and hurt my feelings. And gosh, it's so important for us to know about hair care and about washing. And I remember I just felt so shamed, because they were like, "Oh, you only wash your hair once a week," and I'm like, yeah, that's all I need to wash my hair. I don't want to go through, self-care Sunday every day. It's a lot of work, right? So, okay, I wash my hair once a week on a Sunday, just like when I was growing up. If I think that my hair smells, I'll wash it. This is on an as-need basis as well. The same thing with the retightening. So, wash your hair once a week, because our hair loves water. It craves water, okay? Our hair is thirsty, okay? So if your hair looks dry, it's because it's thirsty. You need to hydrate, okay, girls? Not only do we need to wash our hair, but drink your water. Oh, because your water intake affects your hair and your skin. Okay? So let's make sure that we are washing our hair regularly, because then we're going to stimulate, okay? We're going to stimulate that scalp, okay? We're going to massage it while we're washing it and make sure that we're getting down to the nitty-gritty and getting that dirt off of our scalp, okay? Or that dry skin, whatever, what have you. So yes, I wash my hair once a week and as needed. If I'm sweaty and stinky, then I wash my hair. And I think that, every time I wash my hair, the inner workings of your lock is contracting, okay? Your hair is locking more. And, I will actually do a video on hair washing because I did a little challenge to see what would happen if I washed my hair more and how it would affect my locks. Okay, I'm not talking about every day. I'm just talking about more. Okay? So, yes. I don't even know why you asked me that question. I mean, I thank you, I guess, but I don't know. I've done come some kind of way. Of course, I wash my hair. It smells great. You want to smell it? I use things that smell good. I don't just use all these like natural products. I do use some things that have sulfates and and I do. I don't care. Whatever. Sue me. I use herbal essences too because it smells good. Aussie smells good. I want my stuff to smell good. Black girls, okay? Deep dive into our femininity. How many locks do you have, Chatty Ashley? Because your hair looks really thick and it just looks so full and lush and beautiful. How many locks do you have? Oh, that's a good question. I have 250 locks last time I counted. I had like 257 or something at one point, and I didn't like that number. I don't know about you, but I'm a numbers person, and that number just didn't seem, complete or round to me. So I had to combine some locks in order to get to the 250. It might seem kind of crazy, but yeah, I did combine some locks. And, let me show you. Combining locks is also called double head dragons or two head dragons. Like this one right here, it has been combined. And I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like some twisting going there because when I combined it, I twisted it down and I shanked it. A couple of these in the front. And the funny thing is that the same thing happened on my first set of locks where I had to combine the ones in the front the same. I thought I would have learned from that lesson, but I didn't. So yeah, that one's combined. That one looks kind of large to me too. And I believe that one's combined. And there's a couple in the back. And I don't have any like double-headed dragons right now because, like I said, I shanked the crap out of them. So yeah. This is bothering me. I have 250 beautiful, flourishing locks. You can see them. So good. Oh gosh, I'm feeling myself. All your locksters want to know, do you miss your natural hair? Do I miss my natural hair? No. No, I already scratched that itch a couple of months ago. Well, not a couple of months ago, like a year and a half ago. I had natural hair between my first and my second set of locks. So I was able to remember, how it felt to have loose natural hair and really the struggle of it all. And I found that I was way better at maintaining my locks and caring for my locks than I was for my loose hair. So no, absolutely not. I do not miss. What about color? Have you ever colored your locks? Would you consider coloring them? When's the right time to color your locks? Is there a wrong time? Is there a particular brand that you use to color your locks, Chatty Ashley? Hey, let me show you guys the color. Can you see that? It's purple. I love it. Ooh, a question about color. That's pretty timely. Chatty Ashley, because I actually just rinsed out a purple dye out of my hair. I got this L'Oreal Colorista purple coloring, and I just like sprayed the ends of my locks, and I also had like a nice, beautiful burgundy too. And color is everything. It's fun, you know. I would recommend that if you're going to color your hair or your locks, you're going to color your locks, do it before you get locks, because after, once your locks are maintained, you want to wait. I'm almost a year and a half. I'm 15 months in, and I just put a temporary color on my hair. I would not even approach, a full color change at this point. I'm probably going to have to wait till 2 years, honestly, and that's just me. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm very hesitant about putting color on my hair, especially lifting the color, right? Because we have dark hair, so it's going to take some, bleach to lift that color up. So, no, I would have to wait a good 2 years before I actually lifted the color for a permanent change. My favorite brand is ORS. I've been brown, red, blonde, burgundy. You name it. You name it. I've been all of those colors, and it's super fun. I find that ORS works the best. Not dark and lovely. Not any of that. Just that ORS is like it's life. Okay, so I would use that. But just wait, it's very, very, very tempting. I don't know anything about any of those waxes. The spray dye, it worked out well, and it washed out well as well. There was a little bit of contact tracing, or what do you call it? I don't know what you call it, but it did, when I touched my hair, I would have a little bit of purple residue on my hands, so you have to deal with that, which is kind of messy, but otherwise, absolutely, girls, go for color in a temporary way before 2 years. All the viewers out there, they really want to know, what's your biggest struggle? What's like the shitty part, about having locks, or going through the locking process of going from having your baby locks to your teenage locks to your mature locks. What has been the hardest struggle bus moment for you? Let me think. Bad girl magic. Get some. Okay, let's say struggle bus moments. I can show you. Y'all see that? It says, what do you do about the hairballs on the ends of the locks? A, nothing. B, cut them. C, repair. And D, other. So this was like really a struggle for me. The fuzzies and the balls on the ends of the locks, and the bumps. Oh yeah, the bumps. But the balls on the ends of the locks, I just cut them. Controversial topic. I cut them. And if I had my shanking tool at that time, I would have just shanked it and, stuffed it into the lock. The fuzzies, it is what it is. It is. And it's just a part of the process. So, just some earrings, a smile, you'll be good. The bumps. See, this is funny because on the previous set, the traditional locks with the retwisting, right? You palm roll, right? So your palm rolling down, so that's helping smooth and train your lock. Well, with the retightenings with the microlocs and the interlocks, I didn't do any of that, but I still had the bumps. So just time, it's just the process, and that's like, Ashley, that's such a cliche answer, but it's just true. It's just the time. And your locks are a pretty good length. How much hair did you? Thank you for the compliment. It's really come a long way, and I'm so proud of my hair. That sounds crazy, but I really am. I'm so proud of it, and the strides it's taken. It's starting to like reach my shoulders, and it feels great. Like, what's that? Oh, it's my hair. So you asked how much hair I had when I started, so I'll show you. There you go. Look. It was so curly. So, we are in the natural hair community. I mean, people are so obsessed with length, right? But it's all about the curls. Look at the curls, y'all. Look at that curl pattern. I loved it. Oh my gosh. Like, I was really feeling my curls and just playing with it. And it was just so nice to have curls again. And just see the Eco Styler gel just curl up again. And is this your first set of locks, or have you had locks in the past? So, no, this is not my first set. My first set was back in 2013, and I had locks for 5 years. And I cut them off at the beginning of 2020? Gosh, I feel like it was 2020. Yeah, I had them for 5 years, and I cut them off. How long? Tell us. We really want to know, because, Black women, we're just so used to, like, having versatility with our hair. Are you able to do different styles with your locks? Okay, I can style my hair however I choose to. I can do everything that a loose natural can do. I can do curls, I can do up, I can do down, I can do crinkles, the styling possibilities are endless. But specifically, from my traditional locks to my micro locks, there is a difference. I mean, I kind of wanted like a more hair-like look with my micro locks. They're still not as tiny as they could be, but I felt like I'd have more options with just the looks and the style of micro locks and traditional locks. But even so, with my traditional locks, you can do everything, okay? You can do everything. You just need to be able to take that plunge into just figure out what works, with my locks in my first journey and this journey, I did not style them as much in the beginning, okay? Because I wanted them just kind of just set. You know how you set a relaxer and let it do its thing for a couple of minutes, not a long time, or you set your braids where you might braid them together and let them just sit before you unbraid them and get that beautiful crinkle look. Well, I just wanted my locks to just sit, right? And I think that now they're a good length to actually start doing different styling with them, But I do think that the more manipulation that you do with your locks, the more you're weakening them, especially in the beginning stages of them. So I try not to manipulate them too much right now. But still kind of like, sprinkle one, put some seasoning on it, because this short stage is so fun and beautiful, and it goes away. Once these locks start growing, they're gone, okay? They're hanging. So I still want to enjoy the short length, but also maintain its health, So I don't try to pull them back in tight styling or I don't wear them too tight up here. I don't manipulate them too much, but I do a little sprinkle here and a little sprinkle there. So yes, locs. Ashley, are you tripping? Locs are super versatile and worth styling. I can do everything she can, but better. How long did it take, girl? Just tell everybody. How long did it take? Oh, sorry. I was just waiting to exhale. Still waiting. Okay, so how long did it take for my locs to lock, right? And I would say it took a year. Hands down. Like, I'm looking at pictures of my locs from, back when they were babies. And it took forever, y'all. Like, it was like, suddenly I woke up and I had locs. And I even did some things to kind of like speed the process along. And I will share that with you guys, but not right now. So let's just look, okay? Let's look. Let's do 6 months ago. 6 months ago was August, right? So I'm going to go back to August and see what my hair looked like in August. So this would be the beginning of the school year. Not the same, right? That's August 30th. Let's go a little further into September. Looks like hair, not locs. Look at that. Oh my gosh, so cute. Previous set. End of September. Hair. Ooh, cute. October. This is like nearing the 1 year mark. Look at them curls on the ends. They gone. What happened, huh? October. Better. Let's find November. Let's try to find something from November. Suddenly, lots. Something happened. I'll tell you. And what is your nighttime routine? As just Black women, we're so used to going to bed with our silk scarf on or our bonnet on. What about you? What do you wear to bed? Do you have the freedom to just kind of like, do what the white girls do and just go to bed, or are you still wearing your silk bonnet? What is your nighttime routine, Chatty Ashley? Nighttime routine? Well, in the beginning I wore a wig cap. Talk about that later. And now I wear my silk bonnet and I also wear a lock sock because I'm a wild sleeper, so I need things to like hold my bonnet in place. So on goes the bonnet, on goes the lock sock, and then goes my like eyewear that I have because I like it to be dark when I go to sleep. So that keeps everything down because I'm a wild sleeper, right? Always have been. Even when I was younger, I needed like, 1 and 2 scarves. So I wear, a lot of shit at night, honestly. Do I ever skip my bonnet? Yes. Yes, I do. Because stuff happens, y'all. So absolutely. Sometimes I don't wear it. That's little small times. In my previous journey, more than often, because in the later stages, past year 2, I could do that. The locs are in a different stage, right? But in the beginning, girls, wear your bonnet, girls. Wear it. And we discussed the struggle. So, is there anything else that kind of just surprised you or maybe made you, maybe sad or confused? You have any other, additional emotions regarding your... Hmm. Wow, emotions. Oh, there were so many emotions going on with my locks. I mean, I kind of was prepared because I already had locks. So the feelings were like muscle memory, right? They were already like there and I already had experience with it. So I kind of knew what to do. So there was really no like negative emotions, associated with my locks. But one that I did feel, honestly, was sadness. And I say it's not negative because I wanted curly ends. And I was going to try hard as I could to maintain my curly ends. And I used to put this Aussie Moist conditioner on my ends to try to, keep them loose and whatever. But then I started getting those balls and the fuzzies and, so I was kind of sad when I lost her. Oh my gosh. She's so cute. But she's gone. The curls are gone. Otherwise, it was good. It's just like a journey of self-discovery again. And, womanhood and beauty and acceptance. This is who I am. I love who I am. I love my skin. I love my face. Not just my hair. Because it's like no matter what hair I have, whether it's relaxed or braids or locks or curls, straight, relaxed or a bob, whatever, short haircut. I love who I am. So it's all good. A villain, okay? She's a goddess. Her hair was not snakes, they were locks, okay? And anyone who she stared at turned to stone, go away, okay? You come to me with that BS, go away. So, Lauryn Hill and Medusa, they are my lock inspiration. Would you ever cut your locks? Would you ever cut them? Can you cut locks? Girl, some scissors? I don't know. I do know. Let me stop. I do know. I have cut my locks before, and where's that video? I have to share that with you guys. I cut my locks, and that's what started the journey from the first set to the second set is the cutting. So when I cut these locks, I'll never say never. I don't know, honestly. I do have an experience with it that I'll talk about later. But I can't say yes. I can't say no because I don't know. I think I have some better tools in my toolbox now, if I were to cut them. So, maybe. How did you start your locks? Because it looks like you can start your locks with braids, two-strand twists, coils. You can do some back combing. What other ways are there? The coils, the back combing, the two-strand twist, and the braids. How did I start my locks? Well, I started my locks with two-strand twists, okay? Because I knew it worked for me. I didn't want, the coils, I just didn't think my hair would hold the coil. I didn't think that would work for me. And the braiding, it's hard enough to get that two-strand twist pattern to mesh and lock. So I knew I didn't want to do braid locks. So yeah, two-strand twist is how I started my locks. What do you love about your locks, Chatty Ashley? A woman's hair is her crown and her glory. What do you love about your locks? What do I love about my locks? I love my texture. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love that with my microlocs, I can access my scalp a lot more. I love just knowing this is all of me, right? This is all of my hair. I grew this. I keep every strand that God gives me, and I have control over it. So let me drink my water. Let me eat correctly. Let me cleanse my scalp. Let me, make sure that, I'm giving myself a massage. Like all the self-care and the love that goes into my locks nourishes me and my soul. So I love my locks, and I always knew that despite the fact that I cut off the previous set, that was just like a break, right? It wasn't a permanent decision to go back to anything. I was not going to get a relaxer. I was not going to stay in the loose natural community for very long. It was just like, let me remind myself of what it was to be there, and let me come back and rebuild me and let go of that previous set. So locks are beautiful, man. Like I just love proving everybody wrong too. Like this is beautiful, and there's a lot of misconceptions. I think just from the world that this is not beautiful, but I am reaffirmed and it is confirmed all the time that it is beautiful. How is this set of locks different from your previous set of locks? Interesting, Chatty Ashley. This set of locks versus my previous set of locks. The thickness. Yeah, the thickness of the lock is different. Because with the palm rolling, you're meshing the hair together. But with the interlocks, you are weaving the hair together. So you get a more like thin and conformed look with this interlocking. However, I have noticed that on the ends, because it's the two-strand twist, that it is like thicker. But I know from experience that it's going to constrict and it's going to eventually thin out. So that's really the difference. Like these are obviously more fuzzy because there's no palm rolling going on. Have you faced any kind of discrimination for having locks? Discrimination, that's a good question. Honestly, no. No, I have been blessed and delighted. I am my ancestors' wildest dreams, okay? Where I have been in a room where the people who are hiring me look like me. That's like such a blessing. And I've never in the workplace experienced where someone has tried to control my hair. However, when I was a student at the University of Iowa, I remember I was getting my tape ready for, interviews and this and out different, TV news stations and stuff. And they told me, this is my advisors, okay? My advisors told me, hey, you're beautiful and everything, but your braids, I had braids at the time, they told me, you should wear something different, for this tape. And that was sad to me, because it's like, okay, for this tape, I could change it and maybe go back, sneak my culture in there later on after I got the job. But what if my name was different? Would I be considered? Probably not. So that makes me sad. How do men respond to your locks? Men? I need 2 gulps. Men are good. Men are good. Any man, like all backgrounds, all ethnicities, all races, ages. I get a lot of men who tell me that my hair is beautiful. And but I do remember, like, in the beginning of my natural hair movement, maybe not right now at this point when my hair is longer, but at the beginning of my natural hair movement, I do remember I had a friend who was like, hey, your hair is nice, but you should wear your hair straight. I dumped him because that's not where I was going. My journey of self-discovery and love. Okay? So, hey, to you out there. But you lose some, But it wasn't really my loss. What is your hair texture? Obviously, you're an African American woman in all your glory. But, in our natural hair community, we've seen a lot of, there's a typing or a texture system ranging from, like 1 is like bone straight, right? And then 4C or 4Z is like, the motherland, the very like tightest curl texture that you can have. So what is your hair texture? And, is that even like a thing to you? Girl, really? Okay. Hair texture. My hair is curly. Like, all that, the texture system, I don't really know what good it does. Either your hair is straight or it's curly. And my hair is curly. And I have to figure out what works for curly hair. And it's almost just kind of like another layer of, in a way, discrimination, honestly. Like, it's like, okay, are you light skin, are you dark skin? Is your hair straight or is it curly or what? Other people say, well, be nappy. So, my hair is curly. That's my texture. And that's what I work with on a daily basis. And, is there anything else that you want to share? Any, just anything? What do older Black women say about your hair? Older Black men? No. I've had a little bit too much of the Black girl magic. Older Black women. Okay. Fair question. I think that there is a war, y'all. There is a war on our hair. I have been told, Ashley, you're not going to get a job. Your hair is beautiful in its natural state. Your hair is beautiful in locks. You're not going to get a job. Ashley, that's not, corporate America. What are you doing? And I just was like, well, I'm going to get a job. I'll be fine. And whether it was, 2008 when my president became Black and I went natural and I was like, whatever, I'm going to do me. Or if it was in 2013 when I got locks, and a year later I got my first teaching position hired by Black women. Or if it was when I was in Korea with my full mature locks, got hired by Black women. I've been fine. But there is, unfortunately, this notion of assimilation in our culture that has came down through the generations. And it's not all hate. You know, it's a lot of it is like, I just want you to do good. You know, I just want you to just thrive and to have a good life. And this is the way to do it. So some of it is just protection and dang good advice. But this is the way that I want to look, and I can still perform and do my duties, you know, wherever I am, whether I'm a manager somewhere or if I'm a teacher. I can still do my job very well with my hair because I am not my hair, right? There's no like discrimination against like how white women can wear their hair or white men can wear their hair or, you know, other groups. It's just us because this is how our hair can grow or be styled. So we got to fight, y'all. And every day that I wear my hair like this is a fight against the standard of beauty. And it's a fight for us to be who we are and be accepted. So, yeah, older black women have told me some things, and then later on, they told me, you know what, Ashley, your hair is beautiful. And I said, Chatty Ashley, let's discuss products. Okay? It looks like your phone is blowing up, but we're going to ignore that. Discuss products. Do you lay your baby hairs down? No. Products? Products do I use? I'm a very simple girl. Lobsters. Hey. I'm a very simple girl. I like to use water. Okay, my hair loves water. All right, your hair loves water. Okay, your hair is curly. It loves water. It needs some conditioning. Okay, so whenever I take a shower, I like to get my hair a little moist, not wet. You know, just get some love up in here. That's like a daily thing for me. I wash my hair weekly with Suave and Naughty Moist. I like to spray it daily, if I can remember, with Carol's Daughter hair milk. But it's super diluted. I don't even honestly know if it's Carol's Daughter anymore. I don't know. Coconut oil on my scalp. But honestly, like the less products in my hair, the better. It doesn't like a lot of stuff, and I find it flakes. So I like to just use this. This is best. And the vitamin. That's it. Keep it simple. All that shit in the hair aisle, it's just advertisement. So pay attention to your hair and know what works for you. Chatty Ashley, let's discuss length. Are you obsessed with length? Are you okay with short locks, long locks? Like, you know, what would be ideal for you? And, you know, does it matter? Thank you for the compliment. You know, it's really come a long way, and I'm so proud of my hair. That sounds crazy, you know, but I really am. I'm so proud of it, and the strides it's taken. You know, it's starting to like reach my shoulders, and it really feels great. Like, what's that? Oh, it's my hair. You know. So you asked how much hair I had when I started, so I'll show you. There you go. Look. It was so curly. So, you know, we're in the natural hair community. I mean, people are so obsessed with length, right? But it's all about the curls. Look at the curls, y'all. Look at that curl pattern. I loved it. Oh my gosh. Like, I was really feeling my curls and just playing with it. And it was just so nice to have curls again. And just see the Eco Styler gel just curl up again, it was like, that was delicious. Thank you, Locsters. Bye. Chatty Ashley, let's discuss length. Are you obsessed with length? Are you okay with short locks, long locks? Like, what would be ideal for you? And, does it matter? This is a picture of my locks this time last year in Hawaii. Look at all the changes, like just the length and the weight, right? The weight of my locks and the curls that have disappeared as well, unfortunately. But wow, I just love it, and it's live. Can I just live it? Oh, look at the wind. Oh, girl, work. What? Oh, it's me. Give me here. Just beauty. Oh, that's when I was a kid. Length. I think that length is a very girl-centric standard of beauty, and a lot of women are obsessed with it because we're indoctrinated to, believe these things, lighter and longer and whatever, and just everything that's the opposite of us. Whereas they're trying to be more like us, our brown skin and our, versatile hair. So, I'm not obsessed with length, honestly, because I've had long hair. At first I was, because I wanted it. But then once I had it, it was like, this is boring. So it's kind of like you always want what you don't have. You want what someone else has. And even though I'm not obsessed with it, I'm still kind of like, oh, my hair is hitting my shoulders. That feels so good. You know what I mean? So just love what you have. Love where you are. Love where you are, wherever you are in your life. Whether, you need to lose 10 pounds. Hell, love those 10 pounds. You're alive. Get rid of them. You have hair. You want to be longer. Still love it because this hair will eventually be longer. And once you have long hair, you can't have short hair. You can curl it to, achieve that look, that illusion, but it'll never be short again. So I'm just really trying to enjoy my hair while it's short, but not damage it in the process. I'm not obsessed with long hair. Chatty Ashley, do you have a favorite hairstyle for your hair? Or, I see you like to use accessories and your hair is usually straight. What's your go-to? Can I get a window seat? I don't want nobody next to me. Erykah Badu. What was the question? My favorite style? My favorite hairstyle? Honestly, I just like my hair just to be out. These little space buns I have right now, but that's not my favorite style. My favorite style is just letting my hair be out. Like, no style. Just part this right down the middle, if that's in the middle of my scalp. I don't know. And then just let it be out. No favorite hairstyle. My go-to is just letting my hair be down. And I want to be down. And what about the ugly stage? Is that a thing? Or are just some people ugly? Girl, don't say that. That is not nice. It is not kind. Okay? God don't like ugly. And none of us are ugly. Okay? Just, I don't know what's wrong with her. Just thinking about her. So there is no ugly stage with Locs. I just really recommend to get through psychologically, right? To retrain your mind, you have to be prepared. And that's all about being prepared to get Locs. So before you get Locs, do all your research, get your earrings together, okay? Get your hair accessories together. You don't have to cover your hair up, but get you some barrettes, get you some hair ties, and some, headbands and some scarves or whatever. Get your face right, because it's not about the hair. It's about the face. Get your face together. Love yourself, and you won't have an ugly face. You will have just a process of getting through. Okay? So learn how to love your face. Learn how to style your hair so it is appealing to yourself. Okay? No ugly face. You are so wrong for that. Chatty Ashley, it has been a pleasure sitting down and talking with you and just learning so much about your lock journey. I just want to thank you so much again for taking this time to meet with us and, our viewers out there, all the Locksters. So have a great day. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring. And I hope that we can have you back here again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Chatty Ashley, for this interview, girl. It's been like chatting with a girlfriend. So I'm really, really, really happy to have had this opportunity. You are a superb journalist, and I've had some very thought-provoking questions again. And this wine is so good. So thank you so much for the wine. Next time I open the bottle. And final comments. Love yourself, girls, ladies. My single ladies. My married ladies. Love yourself. We really have to be empowering. We have to empower ourselves and each other, okay? We have to reclaim our beauty, reclaim our femininity. Yeah, hard word, okay? We have to understand that our hair does not 99% of the time grow straight. Embrace your curls. Love it. Okay? Our skin is beautiful. It is like what everything grows from, right? Love your skin. There's no need for bleaching. There's no need to be scared of the sun. When I was young, I hated my nose. It's my nose. Can't get it from anywhere else. Love our lips. They pay for these lips, girls. Okay? So it's just, to me, my final words are just about self-discovery and love. I don't want to hate on anyone, but I just really wish we would stop with the wigs. I wish we would stop with the wigs. It's fun. It was fun when I was young, but when we know better, we do better. Because we're phenomenal women. And thank you to all my viewers as well. You guys have a good day and keep it up. No, I don't like that. Thank you, Lobsters. Bye.